Hi. So throughout this semester's learning of reading literacy, my coursework and also field placement experience has deepened my understanding of effective literacy instructions. Each of these components here, getting to know phonics, phonological awareness, and the other one is reading interest interview with the kids, and also sharing one of the kids' book I like, and also designing my reading corner of my new classroom. All of these makes significant importance to my understanding of literacy instructions. I'm going to talk about getting to know phonics first. So, phonics and phonological awareness is the new idea that I learned. This is really the first time that I know words can be broken down to tiny sounds and tiny pieces. And I realized that even before the kids can read and realize the letters, the first thing they learn is actually broken down the sound. I was really impressed by one of the phrase saying that the teachers can teach phonics and phonological awareness when the whole room is dark. We don't need to see anything. We don't need the kids to see anything in order to teach this. This is the pure like manipulation of sound. And it really gave me a strong foundation in building blocks of reading. Now understand that this skill supports decoding and fluency. And after learning all this, feel more comfortable in planning and delivering instructions that supports early literacy development. Um, when I was doing the interest interview, that's also a brand new window that give me opportunity to explore how kids think, and it really gave me a throwback to my childhood when I first explored books, um, picture book, comic book, and also novels. It helped me think like critically about book selection and how reading aloud can be, sorry, it is. Yeah, it gave me an opening to how important it is for getting to know the students as an individual readers. And by listening to a child talking about their preference, I realized how valuable a children's voice it is in guiding instructions and creating personalized literacy experience. It reminds me that motivation and choices are sometimes the most important key factors for young children's selection of books. And also we did sharing the kids book. That's another of my big learning moments. So I picked a book called The Giving Tree. Although this is a sad book, but I find it really interesting. Not just it give me a chance to explore uh how kids book can be, but it also got me think critically that how reading aloud can be powerful. And I also practice using this experience, asking questions to myself, how I can introduce this book to my childrens and invite children to explore more books that they would like to read. Also, and the last one is designing the reading corner. This activity it gave me the first opportunity to design my classroom. Well, we're not only designing the reading corner, we're designing the whole classroom. So we make a whole picture of how we want our classroom to look like. I have my classroom designed as with two whiteboard, and student will sit in the group in a group of four in the middle, and in the back of the student. I mean, sorry, at the back of the classroom, it will be my reading corner. Okay. This activity show me how physical space can influence children's engagement with reading. Learn that a cozy, accessible, inviting, and welcoming, well-organized space can encourage the children to explore books independently if they feel comfortable. And this will have then developed a love of reading. It also highlighted that the importance of including diverse and accessible text that reflects the children's background and interest. So overall, I would say this semester has shown me that the literacy instruction is not just about teaching reading. It's also about creating an environment and relationship with our students, and to make reading meaningful, enjoyable, and accessible for every child. And then when it comes to the next school years, when I go to a new school, I can have my own class and my own classroom. I will have the following planning in order to prepare my new school year. So first, I will get to know my colleague first. I will get to I will try to get familiar with the school and the staff as soon as possible first, because those are my teammates. I think that I would need to know more about my teammates before I get to know the students. So early in the semester, I will spend time observing and engaging with staff and my co-teachers and my boss. Um, this will help me understand the daily rhymes of the school and the importance of collaborations. Maybe I'm talking to them, I can get more tips of how to survive in the new school. Watching how other teachers communicate during the team meetings and support each other during instruction and transactions give me an early insight into the behind the scene work of supporting students learning. Second, I will spend time set up my classroom as early as possible. I will design my classroom setup according to my own philosophy, my own teaching philosophy. I will the main idea here is that to create a welcoming, accessible, functional classroom environment with an excited, eye-opening experience. I learned how a thoughtful design can support how both learning and classroom management. I will arrange seat into groups. I think I will do groups. And then create visual aids and set up my reading corner. I will do my reading corner at the back of the classroom with a carpet and a shelf with lots of kids' book that covers big diversity of race and variety of content. Third, I will review curriculum standards and pacing guide. This will be my pre-work of class preparation. So I would take a look at the curriculum, depending on whether the school is a NES or non-NES. I will go ahead and prepare the first 3 weeks of lecture before the school even start. To do this, it required me to think through not only the content but also how I would engage students, access understanding, manage the classroom. I realized the importance of clear, objective, and anticipating student needs. Teaching their first lessons gave me real insight into how much preparation goes into even a short block of instruction and how important reflection is awarded. And then I will go ahead and prepare my first lesson. My first lesson would be very important because that's the first chance, I mean the first time I will actually meet my students. On the first class, I will not go on to instruction of the actual material. Rather, I will do more routine, also self-introductions of me and the students, have the student do a ice break activity, and also introduce the schedule of the school. Another thing is to get to know my students. This includes getting to know their parents and getting to know the student themselves. On the first day of the class, I think I would give them a paper, just like how we did in class. Student can write down or draw down their habits, write down the name first, and then their habits, 3 things they like to do, their favorite sport, their favorite song, such and such. I will use this as a ice break activity to give me a first sight of who are my students. And I will do the same thing too to give them a introduction of their math teacher. Other than that, I will keep in mind that getting to know my student is an overall process, not just at the beginning of the school years, but I need to keep trying to know better about my student throughout the school years. If I have chance, I would also like to know about their family, know about their growing background. This way, when it comes to troubleshooting or problem solving or conflict, when dealing with conflict, I will have enough information to make the best decision here. And then lastly, I will use the first day and first weeks as a example for them to first time practice routine and procedures. I will establish my personal procedures within the classroom, such as raise your hands to talk. If you need to use restroom, make sure you let the teacher know, ask for permission, and do not talk out of turn. Do not stand and move around without any permission. Other than that, I will also introduce to the student the overall procedure of the school. I will let them know when it's the lunch time and when it's transitioning time, when it's check-in, when it's check-out. Yeah, I will use the first couple weeks as an example to have them follow all the procedures and routines strictly, and use this as a standard. We will keep practice this throughout the school year. And I know that this was crucial for creating a sense of orders and consistency in the classroom. Routines like morning meetings, transition, and reading workshop produce help maximize instructional times and reduce behavior disruptions. Practicing these routines help me develop a teacher presence and understand the role of instruction in creating a positive learning environment. So pretty much these are all I would do to prepare before the school start. Thank you.